question 21 that is based on graph. We are asked to use the graph below to answer question 21 to 23. So please just accept my graph the way it looks like, okay? But I make sure that the point touches the particular values we need. So which of the following gives the point of intersection of the linear graph and the quadratic graph? This is a linear graph and this is a quadratic graph. Okay, so the point of intersection means where they joined. So look at this point here. They meet at this point. They also meet at this point. So at this point, let us analyze what is there. What is here is -1. Of course, for you to understand that, a point of intersection should be in this form: x comma y. Okay, so at this point now, the point x here is what? -1. And the point y here, since these are the origin here, is what? 0.0. That's on this place. So at this point of intersection now, what is point x? Look at coming to down here. Point x here is what? 3, comma, and point y is what? 7, because it falls between 8 and 6. So your answer is -1, 0, 3, 7. So let's look at the option. -1, 0, 3, 7. So option E is the right option, the right answer to that question. So let's move to question 22. We are still using the same graph. Question 22 says the equation of the line of symmetry. What is meant by symmetry? Line of symmetry is just like an imaginary line that divides a shape or an object into two equal halves. So you can see now, you have this graph, then this is the line dividing, either this line dividing this line, or this is dividing this line. So it must divide into two equal what? Half. So that is what they call line of symmetry. And line of symmetry is given by this formula: x is equals to -b all over 2a. This formula for calculating the equation of the line of what? Symmetry. But we have a problem. The problem we have here is that we don't know what b represents and a. What do they represent? So that is why we need to first get the equation of that, the quadratic equation first. And how do we get the quadratic equation first? We go over back to this point here, where this quadratic graph, where they, can you see where they intersect? That is this curve here, where intersect this line of symmetry. So it's at -1 and what? 2. So based on what I solved earlier on quadratic equation, how to get the quadratic equation, I said you should use a convention. That's x minus, that will be x plus 1 over here, and what? X minus 2 here is equals to what? 0. Okay, so if you open the bracket, you have x squared minus 2x plus x minus 2 is equals to what? 0. So you have x squared minus x minus 2 is equals to what? 0. So this is the equation. So for you to get the value of b and 2a from this equation now, you just use the normal quadratic expression, which is ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So you equate them. So if I equate these two over here, if I equate this one now, I will have b to be equals to -1. Can you see that? And I will have c to be equals to what? -2. And also don't forget a will be equals to what here? 1. So the question is solved. So coming back to this place now, when b is what? -1, you have -1, sorry, you have -1 all over 2 multiplied by 1. Okay, I will need to use this space. Okay, I will need to use this space. I'll transfer that back to, so just bear with me because of the space. So if you evaluate this now, you have x to be equals to what? Minus times minus gives 1 over 2 times 1 gives 2. So 1 divided by 2 gives what? 0.5. So x equals to 0.5. So that is the line of what? The equation of a line of symmetry. So let's look at the option. So the option is option what? C. Okay, so we have been able to, let me just put that a equals to 1 here, b equals to -1, and c equals to -2. So when we replace, we have this answer, s equals to 0.5. So that is option what? Option C. So but please take note of this equation there, because the next question says, okay, we are coming to the next question. So we should derive the quadratic equation. So this is the answer to that. So I may not likely solve that one, or I can even solve it for better understanding, but this is the answer you are going to get for that one. So because it's just like saying we have to get that question 23 first before solving this one. Okay, so the next question. Question 23 says you find the equation of the quadratic graph. You can say, I say you should take note of one equation in the question 22, because we have already solved this problem in question 22. So that is why I will advise, always watch the video till the end, so that because of vital information like this. So I've already solved this question 23 already in question what 22. I've already solved it in question 22. So and my answer is A. But let me just show it for the sake of better understanding. So let's just show it back. Find the equation of the quadratic graph. This is a quadratic graph here. So what that simply means that you take the point at which they intersect with that line of symmetry. This is -1 and 2. So you have, let me use this side here. So you have, okay, you have -1 and 2. So of course you use the same convention I gave earlier on. I said that this one means x minus, but it's having a negative, that should be x plus 1 in bracket, and x minus 2 in bracket is equals to 0. So when we expand this bracket, we have x squared minus 2x plus x minus 2 is equals to 0. Okay, so this gives what? X squared minus x minus 2 is equals to 0. So that is option A. All right, so that will mark the end of today's class. If you enjoyed this video, kindly give the video a like, share, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell notification to receive any updates from this channel. I'll see you guys in next class. Bye for now.